Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Do not forget about this week's weekly giveaway having a 60-pack bundle code as a prize. So please subscribe and leave a comment by answering the question, what do you use conscription with? Post your interesting and fun decks or ideas and hop on to the discussion train. Maybe we'll find something good to come out of it. Pretty fun. This weekend was excellent. As I mentioned in Anatomy of a Fight, I managed to qualify for the Team Rank Stars Classic Tournament, which is going to be next weekend. And this is one of the decks that me and my guild buddies brought to the qualify event. It's a mid-range monk. It's SpoilerULoseTV's mid-range monk. It has token value, it has punch value, has a lot of synergies. We also have Pit Lion, and considering the fact that we have little, actually close to, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, can't remember exactly. You have to check the list yourself. Resolute Ally triggers most of the time, so it's a good addition because it's predominant yellow deck. Now we're fighting against a veteran. We're straight onto ladder. We are currently at 7-2. And this veteran right here, we are not sure what he's playing. We will soon find out. Haunting Spirit. Well, we need to get rid of that. And what better way to do it but with Resolute Ally. Here we go. The buff is real. Let's hit for face with that. We do not care to trade in with that. We are interested in face damage unless favorable trades arise. Now, favorable trade meaning right now that Marked Man and a Cool Lawkeeper trading into the Haunted Spirit would not have been a favorable trade. We would have lost a considerable amount of damage. He will trade with us. Canahot Brawler. Oh, and that Cool Lawkeeper goes away. We've got a Cloud Rest Illusionist. So our best bet is to nullify that and use Makeshift Defense and Resolute Ally. And then trade in the Marked Man with the Haunted Spirit. See if we can get the buff. Excellent. So we will not lose creatures except Makeshift Defense. Improvised Weapon. Looks like if we use that correctly, we will not lose anything. Should we go for Improvised Weapon? Well, I think we should, because it's very important to have that Resolute Ally still alive. Now, we are vulnerable to a Skiven Pyromancer, so that basically eliminates 2 of our damage dealers. It's 7 damage off the board if both the Resolute Ally and Makeshift Defense go away. Forgive my voice, my illness has not yet receded. Oh, we buffed we buffed up the Advelothi Assassin. But soon we will have lethal. Oh, that's one down. We still have 10 damage in the field lane. And 2 damage in the shadow lane. There's no way I will trade into the art velocity. There's no favorable trade here. Call of Valor. Oh, that gives me an idea. Or Clan Captain. Okay, so my opponent decided it's better to go face and try to win the race. Fortunately, it's not going to work very well for him. Because we have Call of Valor and Pit Lion coming down this turn. So let's try and see. Maybe we hit a prophecy or something. No prophecies. Here comes Santa. And this will be really hard to eliminate. So now my opponent thinks it's a great idea to start trading. Unfortunately, trading at this point in time is completely useless. The board presence is phenomenal. That field lane is way over lethal. Okay, so one resolute ally goes down the drain. We only need 8-9 damage, which is sufficient for 2 of our creatures to survive. That's the spirit in the shadow lane, and either the pit lion or both marked man and resolute ally. Now, in case of a guard, we have a copy of Cloudless Illusionist in our hands. And I'd really like if people stopped pulling things off, like waiting an entire turn time to make a decision that doesn't even matter anymore. Okay, no, I'm not ranting, but fair play and sportsmanship is just one of my principles. So you either concede or play your hand. You don't wait until tomorrow. It's wasting your time, wasting your opponent's time. And yeah, it was not enough. We have lethal and our opponent finally concedes. Cool. And welcome back. We're hopping on to the next match, playing mid-range monk. That's SpoilerULoseTV's deck. I don't like Lydia. Go away. Let's see what we're gonna get. Okay, not a very strong hand. Fighting against Rising High. He's number 31. We are at 68. And the Goblin Skulk goes right into the shadow lane. There's no way we can contest that. But we can start filling up the bodies. I think it would have been best to put it in the shadow lane. Another Goblin Skulk. Well, we've got Mortal Executioner, and we do want to play that because we are going to be breaking some runes. We've got exactly damage for 1 rune break. No prophecy. Mortal Executioner is at 4 attack. Sorcerer's Negation. Very interesting thing to see is, yep, I was expecting him to trade. If he wouldn't have traded, it would have been a nice situation. Because we could have been pushing... oh, never mind that. 6 damage, yeah, but no. Oh, I got an idea. Let's start to get rid of stuff. Whatever is thrown into the field lane. We'll use the Black Dragon to clear piles from my opponent's deck. Cruel Fire Bloom failed right there, and then yeah, another Fire Bloom right in the face. Goodbye, Black Dragon. Let's see what he got. Mighty Ally, not a very good card. He forced it too early on 4 magicka and got squat. I think Rising High should have waited a bit. Starting to buff up stuff. It would have been no use to spawn the Mortal Executioner in the field lane and try to push that that pit line. Lydia to the rescue. Now Lydia will guard both lanes, has 8 HP. So if my opponent does not have a Territorial Viper, we are good to go to push more damage. And we are going to be laying down... Oh, there's another Cruel Fire Bloom. How many were there? That's the third. The third Cruel Fire Bloom. Unfortunately, got our 5th Legion trainer, Murkwater Witch. Okay, that was interesting. And because we are mid-range, these are some favorable trades. Clearing that board and getting that pit line out in the open. Actually, it's not really in the open because it's in shadows, but that's how lions hunt, right? They sit in the bushes and then blah. Actually, lions don't even hunt. It's the females. It's the lionesses that hunt. The lions just come on. Oh, you bring food. Give me food, woman. No prophecy. So we are up and away. we have lethal next turn. If nothing gets contested, shackled, or, I don't know, insta-shotted. Oh, there's a Territorial Viper. Getting rid of Lydia. And 4 more magicka that can get rid of the pit line if another Viper is in our opponent's hand. Let's see what... Elusive Schema. Okay, we do not have lethal right now. Oh great, another cool Lawkeeper. And that's 9 magic a turn. I am expecting Red Brahmin. That's usually my luck against Olvani. Turn 9, insta Red Brahmin in the face. Shackle and silence everything. But we may be lucky here. If Red Brahmin would have been an option, I think it would have been the first option. No second thoughts, just laid it in the shadow lane and stop everything from going crazy. We could also be seeing Sanctuary Pets and Fighter Guild recruits. We have no breakthrough. But if at least one creature survives and we can deal even 2 damage, and then we draw a Cliff Racer, it all ends then. Currently we have the Thorn, his mage, Leda's Guard. Okay, my opponent recovered some HP. So Cliff Racer is no longer a viable lethal. We've got a guard. Our opponent has no wounded creatures. Let's see his response. And let's drop this. I want to drop it in the field lane. Because I want to yeah, well, because the cool Lawkeeper already has 2 damage. Getting that threat onto the shadow lane hopefully will cause our opponent to get whatever he has to stop that that shadow lane going lethal. And by doing that, if there is no guard at the end of our turn, silence. Oh no! That was really bad. Oh well. We are out of cards. Oh, that another cool Lawkeeper. So we are going to hit and leave our opponent with just 1 HP. So let's fill both lanes with all the creatures in our hand. And if this doesn't force our opponent to concede, I don't know what will. So I'm currently vulnerable to a Sorcerer's Negation plus Ice Storm. Wabberjack? What? What kind of deck is this? Oh, I know for sure what kind of deck mine is. It's a great deck. And I hope you guys like it. Phoning concedes. Thank you guys. See you later. Cheers.